What's going on, guys? Welcome to your Adventure Compass. We're back at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Why? Because it's opening day for Halloweekends and we are about to have an awesome time. We're going to be here for 2 nights, so we'll be covering a little bit tonight and a little bit tomorrow night. Come along with us for this coasterific adventure. All right, guys, we just entered Cedar Point. They opened at 6 tonight. It is Thursday. And check this out. I don't recall seeing this before last year. They also have these festive fall banners that they have put all over. There's another one right up there, and the carousel is adorned with them as well. And walking in to the Plaza store, check it out. They've got Halloweekends shirts out, some moldy looking pumpkins, hoodies are $55, long sleeve t-shirt $34.99, and the regular tees are $24.99. All right, so as we came in, we were probably about 20 people back in one of the lines, and of course there is early entry if you're staying at the Breakers Hotel or if you're a Platinum Pass member, which we are not, and we are not staying at the Breakers Hotel either. So we waited till 6 p.m. There wasn't many people in the park prior to that, so it wasn't a big deal. Check this out, guys. Don't remember this stuff being here last year. I think they had some tombstones and a graveyard set up. Some different things like that. These are like games they have. I wonder if something's going to go on with this a little bit later this evening or if they're just for display. We'll find out. And the next area over here has corn stalks and pumpkins and hay bales. I don't see any of the old ride tombstones or memorials up here. And looking out over this way, there are some tents. I think this is one of the areas they have set up for kids to go trick-or-treating in the evening. And I'm not sure what time that starts, but you can see that there are tents here. And it does say fun for kids. Looks like these might be games inside the tents. It says witch pitch, 2 tokens, 3 balls. And this area over here is set up for pumpkin decorating. I guess they're going to do some pumpkin decorating later in the evening over here. It's all enclosed with hay bales. And they do have some ornamental small pumpkins over here, so I'm assuming maybe that's what they're going to decorate. And over here at Kitty Kingdom, check them out. There's Frankenstein. And another pumpkin archway over here. And it does say trick or treat. And apparently this is maybe where it starts. 12 years old or younger to participate, 1 time per visit. So the kids 12 and under can go in here and do some trick-or-treating a little bit later in the evening. So it also says Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So this is Thursday, so this does not start today. It starts tomorrow. So there is no trick-or-treating this evening. This area right here is set up with a festive scarecrow with a pumpkin head. Also looks like a giant inflatable pumpkin, and he's not inflated yet. I don't know why. They opened at 6 tonight. That should already be inflated, but it's not. This area right here just has a banner. It says Cedar Point with some of the classic Halloween artwork, the black cat and the scarecrow. And if you remember from last year's video, the arcade right here is home to all the scare actors. The upstairs area is where they came out of last year. Right up there on that balcony down this alleyway, it just seemed like a never-ending stream of scare actors coming out and heading to their spots.
Sandusky Paranormal Society, the best and only paranormal professionals serving the Sandusky area since 2014.
All right, guys, here we are at the Haunting of Erie Estate. This is one we wanted to check out last year, and we missed it, unfortunately. And outside is the Sandusky Paranormal Society van.
355. I smell the blood of you! I'm so hungry. It's time for a late breakfast. My favorite breakfast is made with the bones of witches. I call it Snap, Cackle, Pop. You know how an ogre likes his eggs? Ogre raising! Of course, I am watching my weight. Maybe I should just have some yogurt.
The Ripper, it is what it is. There was a whole lot of shaking. I woke up.
All right, guys, I want to give you a little quick tip that I didn't know about. I just found out. Coaster's Diner right behind me here, the one with the old classic cars out in front. So we wanted to grab a bite to eat, but we want to save our appetite and try and get some of the specialty snacks later on in the evening. So we thought, let's get some French fries, maybe some onion rings, and very few dining options are available when you come in at 6 o'clock. Nothing's open yet. All of those festive treats and appetizers and things like that, doesn't start until 8 p.m. So we went over to Coaster's, and I wasn't sure if we could just get French fries. So we went inside. I was able to get a platter of French fries and a platter of onion rings, $13. Not bad, because I know there's some French fry places here in the park and they charge $11 just for fries. That's not a bad deal. If you're looking for something quick to hold you over, step inside Coaster's, get yourself a platter of fries, a platter of onion rings, whatever you want. Pretty inexpensive. All right, guys, they have moved the old Dead Ride Cemetery over here, over by the Corkscrew, and they have different tombstones for all of the different rides. We're going to take a look and see what they've got here. And check this out, the swan boats. Whoop, got a little glare from the sun there. And check this out, here's the swan boats. And apparently that closed in 2003. I don't even recall where that was, to be honest with you. And they also have one of the lift buckets here. And I'm assuming that might be from the other one, which is right here. That's the Frontier lift, closed in 1985. And the Frontier lift is very much like the Sky Ride right here. It's the buckets that go across, except it took you from this area all the way back that way over to the Frontier Town area. And that has been gone apparently since 1985. Over here, I remember riding this many times. It's the Wildcat, and they have one of the cars from the Wildcat right here. Right next to that. Oh my gosh, I absolutely remember this. It's the Fun House, and this closed in 1981. I remember just being a kid coming here, very young, but I do remember that. I think it's where if I recall correctly, it might be where the arcade is now. This over here, the Witch's Wheel. Yes, I do remember the Witch's Wheel. Rode that many a times. It's kind of a carnival ride type ride. Shoot the Rapids. This sounds vaguely familiar. I probably did ride this at some point. Closed in 2015. I don't remember what it was, where it was, but the name does sound familiar. And check this out. It's Disaster Transport. This is where Gatekeeper is now. And this was a fun ride. I just found out recently, I guess there's another park that has a similar ride to that with the bobsled style coaster trains, whatever you want to call them. And originally, before it was Disaster Transport, it was called Avalanche Run, and it was set up to be like a bobsled type coaster. Over here, the Trabant. That sounds familiar. I don't remember what that ride was like. That one closed in 1990. I'm sure I rode that. Demon Drop. How could we forget the Demon Drop? Recently came across some footage on YouTube of somebody who was here in the mid 80s, late 90s, or something like that. And the Demon Drop was awesome. That was such a long line for a ride that lasted about 30 to 40 seconds. And over here, Turnpike Cars. I don't remember that. Closed in 2014. That doesn't sound too familiar. Maybe it's like the old classic Oldsmobile cars. Space Spiral. I think this was the elevator that you basically rode up. It was enclosed, and you would just kind of spin around slowly. Very casual ride. Over there in the background, Whitewater Landing. Of course, the old splash water ride. And here we have the Skywheel. That closed in 1980. And over here, Paddle Wheel Excursions. And I think that used to take place on the water, kind of where the Snake River Expedition is at now, back over that way. Right back here, Wicked Twister, rode that many a times. And that opened in 2002, closed in 2021, and it is now the inspiration for the new Top Thrill 2, because they're using that same type of launch system on Top Thrill 2. And back there, Sir Rub-a-Dub's Tubs. Not sure if I recall that one. I probably did go on that at some point in time. I know that figure. I had rode that many a times. Apparently closed in 2002. I didn't realize, but I do recall that ride. I just don't recall the name. Check this one out, guys. It is the front portion of the Mantis. The Mantis, now known as Rougarou, was originally a stand-up coaster, and now it's a seated coaster. Still not very good, but better, much better. Vertigo, 2001. Don't recall that one. Bayern Curve, closed in 1984. Sounds vaguely familiar. Don't recall that ride though. I'm not sure what this one is. It's got a couple on the top. Let's see. And there's nothing on that one, so I don't know. And there's the tombstone for Mantis. Mantis was changed to Rougarou back in 2014. Oh my, check this out. Many a fun, good rides on this guy. It's the Mean Streak, and it closed down in 2016, and I remember how disappointed everybody was when they heard it was closing. They're like, what? How can you close that? That's such an awesome coaster. It was rough. I'll admit, it was rough. But it was definitely closed down to make way for something much better. Of course, that being Steel Vengeance, now a hybrid coaster. Over here, the Sky Slide, closed in 91. I'm assuming that was a slide of some sort. And over here, the Mill Race, that closed in 93. And one of my absolute favorites, of course you can tell because of the pirate on top there, it's the Pirate Ride. And the Pirate Ride was open from 66 until 1996. That was such a good ride. It was one of my favorites here. Kind of similar to Pirates of the Caribbean, a little bit. But it was the Ohio Sandusky Cedar Point version. Not quite as animated. All right, guys, we're finally in line for the Haunting of Erie Manor. I would say we're maybe 25, 30 people back, which isn't bad. And it's only 7:47. So, I mean, it's supposed to open at 8. If this is it, this is great. This is going to be an awesome night. We might have to come on Thursdays again because it's a pretty short line right now. And they're going to open in like, what, 13 minutes? This is going to be good. If we can get through this quick, we might be able to get through quite a few more tonight. We'll see what happens. And from here inside the queue, you can see more of the graveyard. Plenty of tombstones, and these are big tombstones too. All right, we are getting close. There's maybe 15 people in front of us right now. Very close to the entrance. The coasters are still going off in the distance. Things are starting to light up, and they are letting people in the door now.
There are people
Ah!
Cedar Point that have been here way too long.
Oh, awesome.
They haven't aged very well. They never left the house.
This is pretty cool. Check out this organ. Oh wow, we're in a library now. Ah!
Oh, look, it's a bar. That's cool. Poker room. I think you gotta go this way. Boom.
Whatever!
She's a bedroom. Oh, that's where I'm going. You thought you were dead!
right, guys, we just got out of the haunting of Erie Manor. That was kind of fun. The decorations, the detail and everything was really, really cool. Scares were kind of so-so. It's first night, you know, I got to give them time to get used to scaring people. Again, I'm not real afraid of haunted houses, so that's a big difference too. But gotta say, the decor and everything in there, I felt like I was walking through an old mansion. Very, very good detail. Lots of attention to some of the cool things that were in there. Definitely got to check this one out if you come to Halloweekends. All right, guys, well, we found one of our first spooky food items. More Halloweekends flavors of food. And this one is Oktoberfest pizza. And it says it's pizza with smoked kielbasa, mashed potatoes, sauerkraut, cheddar cheese, and caraway seeds. I don't know about this. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. I don't know if you even want to try this. All right, guys, well, we ended up getting the Oktoberfest pizza, and I gotta be honest, I didn't think we were gonna get it because the person working the register had no clue what we were talking about, even though there's a giant, like, huge poster-sized advertisement right out there outside their front door. He told me they were sold out for the season, and it started 24 minutes ago. So how they would be sold out, I have no clue. He obviously had no training, didn't know what he was talking about. And when we finally did get the pizza, which was in the oven, I'm not so sure about this. You guys let me know what you think. All right, so this is what we're dealing with. It is an Oktoberfest pizza. It's supposed to have bratwurst, and there is some mashed potatoes, I think, and some sort of caraway seeds or something. I don't know. To me, it looks burnt. It looks overdone, but we're going to give it a try. All right, guys, here it is. We'll give it a shot and see how it is. Not what I would consider pizza. More like a very hearty flatbread. It's okay. I wouldn't get it again. This was $10. 2 very small slices. We're going to share it because we have several places we want to go and different things we want to try. And if we all got something each place, it would be very filling. So a little bit tonight, a little bit tomorrow. I would not get this. All right, guys. Well, if you really want to try that Oktoberfest pizza, you can get that over at Hugo's Italian Eatery, but I really don't recommend it. Next, let's check out what's over at the Corral. And the Corral is just a little bit further back past Hugo's. And over here, they have another specialty flavors of Halloweekends. This one is spicy Nashville chicken and waffles, signature chicken tender tossed in Nashville hot sauce and served over a pearl sugar waffle. Well, let's go try this out. This sounds a little bit better. All right, guys, here's a look at the spicy chicken and waffles. Doesn't look too bad. This actually looks a lot better than the last dish. Everything looks like it's cooked well. And there's also a little container there with some maple syrup. So let's give this a try. Guys, that's really good. I like that a lot. That's a hit. Very spicy, but good. All right, guys, so looking at the sign, I just want you to be aware that it doesn't quite look like this. They serve the chicken on the side from the waffles. There's not that much sauce on the chicken. I didn't see any garnish greens like they show here, but the flavor was excellent. It was very, very good. This is $11.99. I highly recommend stopping by the Corral and checking this out if you're down here for Halloweekends. All right, guys, well, we stopped by the Sweet Spot and found out that they had pumpkin cheesecake fudge, which sounds amazing. I think we've had something very similar in the past, so we're going to try this out. That is delicious. Well, guys, while we were riding Gatekeeper, I found out there is a brand new maze here right by Gatekeeper, and it's called Midnight. So we're going to head over and check this one out.
First day, there has been dusk.
As you can see, it's right underneath Gatekeeper. Hardly any line at all for this. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, this is cool.
Sometimes we feel
Clocks. This is really cool. Lots of mirrors. This is really cool. Check this out. Ooh. Creepy dolls. Whoa.
Have you heard?
No.
Mr. Midnight is here.
Mr. Midnight.
The master awaits.
Nice.
Just you?
No,
Oh, they abandoned you.
I think they got lost. Where's the master's puppy? I don't know. But he makes a darn good sushi. Ah! There he is!
Everything is still at midnight.
TikTok! The sun sets slowly. It's midnight! They are our guests. Much to see.
when you go through that.
I know your twist!
I still feel like
All right, guys, that was really good. And the spinning tunnel. Oh my gosh. I had to close my eyes to get across it because I kept wanting to tilt and lean to the side. That really threw me off balance. It's pretty cool. Definitely check out Midnight. That's a good one. I really enjoyed that. All right, guys, here's the official store. It's Mr. Midnight's Fear Emporium. We're gonna head inside and take a look around. This has usually got some really cool stuff. It's decorated usually really cool. Got some like archways and stuff in here. And we just saw him in his maze. There's Mr. Midnight. Some creepy little character sculptures over here. More Halloweekends merchandise, shirts. And some bags, lanyards. This one's a Parkscape. Looks like it's got all the roller coasters. This is Halloweekends. That's kind of cool.
But he said you can't ride it on all the rides. He's so cute. Which is a bummer.
Kind of cool. And it is $34.99. And over here, lapel pin says Cedar Point Halloweekends. Does not have the year on it. And I can't quite make out the price. It's really small. I think it says $10. Over here, there are keychains for all the different mazes and haunts that are here. There's the Haunting of Erie Estate. That's the one we did earlier. And what else do they have? This one says Hexed Black Magic. Slaughterhouse. We did that last year. By the way, if you guys did not see our link to last year's video, I will be sure to put that at the end of this one so you can watch that video as well. We also did Cornstalkers, which was another one, and we did Blood on the Bayou. Our favorite out of the bunch was probably Slaughterhouse, although there was some weird stuff that was a little bit iffy in that one. Not so much scary, just strange. And here's Midnight. That's the one we just did. That was a lot of fun. There's the Sandusky Paranormal Society. We definitely want to try and do this year, the Freak Show. That sounds like a fun one. And I think Banished as well. We have some different t-shirts over here. These are $24.99. I have not seen these in the other stores, and they have that same logo. Also on some insulated coffee cups, regular coffee cups. They also have it in a tie-dye for $5 more. Kids sizes, shot glasses. There's also some hoodies over here. And they also have that design with a long sleeve shirt as well. And there's more merchandise over here. A couple of different t-shirts. Some Cedar Point hoodies. Tumblers. Glasses. Another t-shirt over here. And over here they have posters. This one's just for Halloweekends with the hearse. And then they have several of the different haunted attractions that are here. Pretty cool. They even have shirts for each individual one. There's the Haunting of Erie Estate, Freak Show. Pretty cool. Over there is Cornstalkers and a Halloweekend shirt there. And check that out. That's kind of cool. There's a roller coaster with a bunch of monsters riding it. That's pretty sweet. And this one right here is a Cedar Point Ouija board shirt. This is Halloweekends at the bottom. And there's also that same design on coffee cups and shot glasses, and also on hoodies over here. Let's just see what these run. A hoodie is $52.99. T-shirts are $24.99. I absolutely love this classic monster design with the roller coasters. That's very cool. And here's the other one I was looking at just a few minutes ago. These are quite a bit more. This is $36.99 for this one. And I'm guessing this is probably $34.99, almost the same price. Yeah, these are quite a bit more, but the artwork on these is amazing. I completely missed this shirt. This is kind of cool too. Got the pumpkin with the roller coaster mouth and the eyes of the hills and loops. That's very cool. And there's also one more over here. Definitely have some very cool merchandise this year. And this area here is the center of the store. You can see how well it's decorated in here. The creepy books, the jars, candelabras and whatnot. And there's also this really cool photo op with this chair and the wings. If you get a chance, stop in here and take a photo. Well, all right, guys, we're over by Backbeat Barbecue, Backbeat Q, and they have more flavors of Halloweekends. Check this out. They've got Wings of Fire. They're $8.95 each. I hope there's more than one. It shows two in the photo. It says Wings of Fire smoked chicken wings, smoked and fried whole chicken wings, tossed in extremely hot sauce. And I'm kind of excited. I want to try this out. So I am going to head in to Backbeat Q and get me some spicy wings. All right, guys, here we go. We got the smoked Wings of Fire. We're going to try these out. They look pretty good. Not a lot of food for, what is it, $9? But we'll try them out. All right, guys, here we go. We got the wings. They look pretty good. We're going to try them out now. So they're smoky. I don't think they're real hot. I do have a little kick to them, but they're cold. They're not hot. They're very, like, less than room temperature. Not good. You guys, you need to keep your food warm or somebody's gonna get sick. These are not warm, they're cold. All right, guys, those smoky Wings of Fire from Backbeat Q had excellent flavor. They really did. I just think they should have been a little bit warmer. They're kind of cold. It's strange to say. I know it's a slow night. I think maybe on a busier night, those are going to be amazing. Flavor-wise was awesome. They weren't real hot. They were, if I had to give them a heat level, I would say if you've ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings, probably just a bit above the medium, maybe kind of like a Asian Zing or so. About that heat level. Not too bad. And leaving Backbeat Q, we are headed into the death metal tour, Butchers of Rock. And there's a lot of scare actors over here, so I'm kind of looking forward to some jump scares that I'm sure will be coming out at us in just a moment.
There we go. That's what I like to see. No,
How's
she'll
it
be
going?
happy one of these days, I tell you. Go watch that show and have a great night. Woo, yeah! Rock out!
Ladies and gentlemen, freaks and weirdos, and all you metalheads of mayhem, it's time to bang some heads, fill the air with deathly screams, and melt some faces! Fresh off the clouds, death metal tour, make some noise for the Butchers of Rock! Groveling. Oh, who am I kidding? Chance them all! We love the feeding! Yes! Now we come to you, our loyal fans who have followed us from Wretched City to disgusting fields to our final stop, Cedar Point!
Guys, I don't know if you can see this. It's a horse-drawn hearse, and it's really tall and very ornate. This is full size. got a full-size coffin inside. It's really cool. Very detailed. All right, guys, we're heading back over near Maverick. And this area is really cool. Lots of fog back here. Check out this skeletal rider here on his horse.
Was that predictable?
Alright guys, it's really foggy down here, but it's cool. And this is where we're heading to. It's Cutthroat Cove. Cutthroat Cove. Definitely want to check this out. It's right next to Maverick. You can see Maverick's track right above it. Well guys, the Pirates Cove thing was a bust. It was closed for some reason. It's only 10 after 11. Now guys, something we didn't know at the time was that this particular maze, and it's the only one that we're aware of, closes at 11 p.m. We don't know why. All of the other mazes do close at midnight, so we didn't have a problem getting through the other ones. It was just this one. But the good news is that the second night we were able to get through there, and if you want to see that video, be sure to watch part 2 of Halloweekends next week. And here it is, the Freak Show. There's really no line. We're going to head right in a minute. Hello.
Welcome. Step right up. Come on in.
Oh, the Freak Show. Check out that freak. Reptile Remy. Half man, half lizard. Of sorts. Oh, that got me. That was good. Curiosities. We have a actual merman. Check this out, crocodile baby. Man-eating chicken. Gross. Twisted Trixie. cotton candy heads.
Oh, that's cool.
Shrunken head in there.
They're always looking for more freaks for the freak show.
Enjoying the show. Five goes the weasel. Enjoying the show.
Well, the freak show was fun. I don't think it was scary. There was some unique stuff in there, kind of fun. A lot of curiosities, oddities, shrunken skulls and things like that. It was definitely fun, definitely worth checking out. Not scary though, keep that in mind. That's a good one for the kids. So guys, funniest thing just happened to me. We came out of the freak show and guess who was going into the freak show? It was Jacob the carpetbagger. So guys, while we were waiting for my daughter to get off the swings right over here, Jacob came out because the lines for most of these scare zones are pretty short tonight. Jacob came out and I got a photo with him. I'll insert that photo right now. All right, guys, one more for the night. This is Bloodbath, Club Orpheus, and it's right over by Steel Vengeance, so let's go check this out. All right, guys, if you get confused like we did, because there's no signs except for on the other side of the tracks that say Bloodbath, you see the Steel Vengeance sign, turn to the right. It is down this way. I did not know this building existed. It says Club Orpheus. It looks like there's a short line here. And I think we're in the middle of the Steel Vengeance track because look, there it goes. Screaming up that way.
The VIPs have arrived. Right through here. Be ready to party.
just got out of Bloodbath, and that was a good haunted house. I liked it. Never saw this one before. That's Steel Vengeance going by. Never saw this one before. That is a good time. I like this one. Very cool the way it was decorated like a nightclub and whatnot, with the coffins downstairs and then the hotel. Cool. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, we finished out night one by riding Steel Vengeance. We did that right after Bloodbath because it's right next to it. We got on the ride probably about 5 minutes to close. And guess what? We got a little Cedar Point magic tonight. We got on the ride, went through the whole loop, had an awesome time, of course. Ended up back in the station, and there was only one rider left to go on the train, and we got to ride a second time without even getting off the train. It was awesome. We had a great time. There's more to come tomorrow. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see part 2 of our Halloweekends trip to Cedar Point, please consider subscribing to this channel and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget, adventure is just a short drive away.